My name is Luna, and I'm the host of Luni Tunes. Hi besties. 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 And welcome back to another episode of Luni Tunes. Oh my god.
يلا ابلودينج 100%. استني
You're
wait.
joking, you're joking.
والله.
Stop.
استني.
You're joking.
Finalizing.
You're joking.
1 second. يلا.
You're joking.
اقسم بربي. يلا.
You're joking.
بس البيجن upload complete.
No way! Looney Tunes is up, guys! Hello, listeners. Now, if you know who I am in the real world, you're probably thinking, what the hell is going on? And honestly, I don't blame you. But fear not, because you're in for a wild ride. That's right, it's me, Luna, but not quite the Luna that you're used to. Today, we're embarking on a journey into the realm of Looney Tunes, where things might get a little, shall we say, unconventional and maybe a little bit wild.
What does Looney Tunes mean to you?
Looney Tunes, oh my god. It's like basically a trip inside my head in a way, but at the same time, a trip inside everyone else's head. You get me? Like, I'm not gonna tell you what you wanna hear, I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, whether you like it or not, whether I get hate for it or not. I don't care. Like, if I genuinely do believe in something, it's gonna happen and I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna say it and no one can tell me otherwise. You can argue with the wall. I'm just like that, and Looney Tunes is the way I project it, but at the same time, it's not like about me, but it is. You know, like, in a way, I try my best to, like, Looney Tunes is for the people, by people. But in a way, it's also healing me. Like, it's for me. Like, I feel like I'm so, like, every time we record a session, no matter the topic, no matter the guest, no matter the vibe, no matter anything, I come back and I feel like I'm relaxed. Like, it's kind of like I'm therapy to people, but therapy to me. Like, it heals me. It genuinely does. And I hope it heals people. And I hope, I don't know, like, it means a lot of things, but it's the most, like, the biggest definition of Looney Tunes to me is just welcome to my world, basically. Guys,
wait.
what's going on?
يلا دندن.
3, 2, 1. No. I have no words. What? What do you mean? Do I like it? I love it. How? When? Where? What? Like, what? Wow! Oh my god, it's gonna make me cry. But you might have noticed something new, by the way. This was a birthday gift from my friend, and I almost cried.
Let's talk about the FYI. The FYI.
The FYI, the pinned reel on Instagram and TikTok. This podcast and this episode and any other episode I am by no means an expert on any topics that will be discussed in this podcast. This podcast is going to be based on my personal opinions that are based on my personal life experiences. Some of you may relate, some of you may not, but either way, tune in. So I realized that I help people when I realized how many people are willing to sit and listen to me talk for hours, like genuinely. And I'm not just saying this because, so you think just because of a couple of people wanted to listen to your advice, now you start a podcast. But it wasn't just a couple of people. Every single person I ever crossed paths with or had a proper decent conversation with, not like a bullshit conversation, like a proper conversation, it always ended up with me doing all the talking and them genuinely like fully listening, fully taking it in, and fully telling me I've heard it from so many people like, Luna, wow, like you actually helped me. Even if I don't fix your situation, I'm not saying like, oh, if you give me your problem, I'm gonna give you a solution. Sometimes I might be able to, but most of the times, I at least give you hope. That's what I give. I wouldn't say I give good advice like people like to describe me. I say I give you good hope on the situation. I let you see it in a different light. And people enjoy that about me. And when I first started realizing it, is that, oh, I'm good at this, and I believed it, was university.
Let's talk about uni.
Okay.
17-year-old Luna had to make a decision. What to study.
Yeah.
Did Luna have any clue?
Yeah, surprisingly. I knew what I wanted since 10th grade. I knew that I wanted to be in media, whatever it was, behind the camera, in front of the camera, TV presenter, host, reporter. But my initial want, what I wanted to do was major in political science and minor in film because or journalism because I wanted to be a war reporter because I still had that fire in me, the Syrian child war fire in me that no, I want to be there for my people, you know? I want to be in war zones. Why like I want the world to see that. So that's what I initially wanted. But then my family were like, "Are you crazy? You want to die? Like, do you know how many journalists, war journalists die?" And I get that to a certain degree. I didn't care. Like, I wanted it. But then I was like, okay, fine. Media. Like, I want to be in the media. I know media is a lie and media is whatever. They're all lying to you. But I knew that when I'm in media, I'm going to change that. You know? So I didn't know what mass comm was. I knew what media was. And when I was applying, I was initially going to Canada. So I was applying to the major, it's called media, you know? But then things happened and I had to go to AUS. It's called mass communications, apparently, media here. So I was like, okay, but I always knew I wanted to be in the media.
I think based on القعدة, you can guess, know what this segment is.
Are we watching? Oh my god! No! I am scared. Wait, are we rolling?
We are rolling.
We didn't check the mics.
Talk.
Hello.
شايفة كيف الويفز
Yeah,
بتتحركوا؟
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Who is Luna الملاح?
That's such a big question. Like, what do you mean?
Who's she?
A girl with a lot of passion. Yeah. A lot of dreams, a lot of hopes, a lot of ambitions, a lot of hope. Hope. So much hope. Even though I don't see it, like sometimes hope feels impossible, but I always feel like with me it's there. Like, no, like there's always gonna be better. Like it's always better. It's always half full, the glass, Positive, optimist. But I do have a dark side. I really do. but I don't project it to people because I'm all about like spreading happiness, honestly. Just not even just happiness, just peace, 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 like peace of mind. Relax, like relax, like really relax. And yeah, even though I'm not a, I'm the opposite of relaxed. Like, oh my God, if you see my brain, it's like, it's like Formula One, literally, the cars. But I don't show it. I show peace because I want to attract peace. And yeah, who I am is just a nice person, I think. Yeah, I think I'm a pretty nice person. I think I have a big heart. Really, really big heart. I think my big heart, I didn't know how to use it before. Now I do. And I don't use it as much now, but I should. And I think I used to show my big heart to people that are close to me, but I don't have anyone that I want to give it to, like physically in the physical real world, which I think that's why Looney Tunes, in a way.
I want to talk about every single episode.
Every single episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the final products, final edits. Here, this is the Looney Tunes backup. This has all the edits, all the drafts, all the stuff we disagreed on, agreed on, everything that never went public.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go through it. Hello.
No.
Yes. This is actually the first time you go through it.
Oh my God, yeah.
Let's start with episode 1. The Luna Show, unveiling Looney Tunes.
I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't prepared, nothing. I just thought that I'd come on the mic and it would come natural to me, but I was very wrong. Because now that I see the progress with Looney Tunes and the progress with the way I talk and everything, I'm like, if I could redo the first episode, 100% I would. I refuse to click on the first episode. I don't want to watch it. I don't watch it. No. Because also that version of me, that person in episode 1, okay, it was the beginning stages of my flourishing and healing, but I was still very, very beginning. I was still like fat, like I said with Sarah in the weight loss episode. I was still like not completely comfortable with myself, let's say. So I feel like I held a little bit back. I could have done better in episode 1. What do you think of episode 1?
How can episode 1 be better? Absolutely.
100%, yeah.
Like, there's no lying about it. But would I change it? Hell no.
Really?
Hell no.
I just hate how I looked there. Like, really.
Episode 1, episode 1 was the beginning, like generally the beginning of
The journey.
everything. Like, plus, like, I don't know how to, like, what's Looney Tunes style of editing?
We had no idea.
Nothing.
We didn't know anything. We were just like, yalla.
Like, genuinely,
Let's
it's
just
like,
post it, you know?
بس يعني going in blind was episode 1.
100%. Even episode 2, which actually, no, episode 3, guys. Episode 3 with Asma healing together, navigating childhood trauma in adulthood. That was Looney Tunes' first episode.
I feel like we're jumping off of the topic.
We're jumping off of the. Let's circle back.
Let's really
so
back
navigating
in.
childhood
We
trauma.
talk too much. We'll go into such other
into-
conversations. Okay.
Okay, so there's so many like traumas that you get from your childhood. There's like, that's the first time that I sat in a professional setting with a mic and started a podcast. It was that episode 3.
Are you a storyteller?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I feel like in everything I do, I'm a storyteller. Like the way I present myself, the way my presence on social media, it's telling a story, it's telling you something about me. I think life is all a story, more specifically a movie. And I feel like every single person is their own director. And when you watch a movie of yourself, how would you want that movie to look like? This is how I think. This is my mindset. So, yeah, I think I love storytelling and I love hearing storytelling, and I think I'm good at it. And I think I'm good at it because I have stories to tell. Maybe it's because I have stories to tell, but it's not always all about me. I love also telling other people's stories that maybe they don't have a voice to say.
It was filmed way before,
Mm.
in May.
Yeah. It was filmed way before we launched Looney Tunes. There was a good 2-3 month blank just in the middle while we were figuring out logistics,
Everything,
logo,
yes.
intro, outro, social media.
Q2 of this year wasn't the easiest of anyone's life.
No.
We were all going. لا, Q2 was not easy, but Q3 was the. Okay, it's time to figure it out.
Yeah. True.
Like, don't harbor no victims.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
do it. Just do it.
Like, it was like, I'm very grateful for that period. It wasn't easy,
No.
but we went through it.
We went through it.
Yeah. Episode 2.
Episode 2 with you. Episode 2 was so important to me because, and it was supposed to launch way before it launched. Like, it was supposed to be posted way earlier. But things happened. But it was really important to me because it was the first year where I'm not the graduating class anymore. Neither are you. I feel like university is where you start learning more and more about yourself because you're away from your parents, you're alone. Like, it's up to you to be to be the person that you are gonna be. And now we have, most of our friends were the graduating class of 2024, or no, most of our friends were
Graduating, yeah.
of 2024. So we wanted them to have this because university brainwashed us into thinking it's gonna be glitter after the degree. Like, oh, you have your weapon, which is your degree, and you can get a job anywhere, especially in AUS. And that is not true. And that wasn't true. And that still isn't true. So it was really important for me to set that reality out. I feel like to people personally, to tell them like, yo, it's hard out here. Get ready.
Describe Luna from before the age of 7.
I don't know.
No memory, no nothing.
I don't know anything about my childhood. Zero. Don't remember anything. All I know is the pictures that I have in the photo book. You know how parents have photo albums. I see those pictures and I don't know what's going on. Like, it's proof that I had a childhood, but I don't know. I have no memories.
From the age of 7 to 12.
Oof. That was the most insane era. Like, that's when I started, like, knowing, like, actively going through trauma. That's when I remember it's actually I remember it started at 9 when I was like, oh, you know? My whole world flipped upside down. Everything. Literally, like, war broke out in my country. I literally used to see bullets through, this is my bed, this is my window, bullets through my window while I'm sleeping. Even when we were like so far away, we're not even in the country, we still feared to talk about it. If we wanna, like, we think, oh my God, like, if I talk about it to my friends here in Abu Dhabi, I would think when I go to Syria in summer, they're gonna take me from the airport. I'm not gonna make it home, you know? So it's very understandable. At the same time, there's a war at my house. So my house was war. Outside was war. It was just war. 7 to 12 was war. In everything. I had to also move back to Abu Dhabi. Because from the age, let's say, grade 4, grade 2, 3, 4, 5, I was in Syria. Before grade 4, I was in Abu Dhabi. So grade 6, I started grade 6 in Abu Dhabi. Again. So I'm like, oh my God, war in my house, war in my country, outside, war because I'm moving, war in school. Who are these people? Because, okay, yeah, I was exposed to different cultures as a baby child, but like I said, I don't remember it. So I'm like, oh, so they're not all Syrian? Because خلاص, I was Syrian, you know? Shock. Like shock, just shock after shock. Like, it was really bad. It was just really bad. I felt like I was just being put in situations that I didn't want to be put in, but there's nothing I can do about it. Like, it was all bad situations. That entire era, bad. I don't remember smiling once. And imagine a 10-year-old going through that trauma. Like, it's war. Like, I look out ما بسترجي to look out my window. ما بسترجي بخاف.
Episode 3 with Asma.
That was the first episode. Episode 3 was Asma. So I was so nervous. When I tell you I was shaking, even though who was in the room? My best friends. Literally, you guys were in the room. Like, there was no stranger. There was no one making me feel uncomfortable, or there was no need for me to be nervous, but I was shaking. You could see it. Because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no plan going into this. I know what I want to talk about with Asma. How it's going to come out, I don't know. But a lot of people actually really love that episode, specifically that. So I guess I was doing something right, even though I had no idea what I was doing. So yeah, that's episode 3. And that's why people in my Abu Dhabi school, the ones that graduated with me, obviously grew up with me, saw me in grade 6. They're like, you know, like, who's this like shy, innocent girl? This, she doesn't talk. I used to not talk. I actually used to not talk. Zero. What am I gonna talk about? What can I tell you? I don't relate to any of you. I can't tell you anything that I'm going through because that's personal, because that's what my parents taught me at home. Don't say anything. Your life is perfect. You know? So I just didn't talk. In school, my voice was very low. I remember my first year. My voice was very low. Like, teacher would tell me to read. And I'd be like, it. If you saw me in grade 6, you wouldn't believe I am the same person. No way. I was so scared. I was scared of where I am. No, because at that point, I'm attached to Syria. I was scared of where I am. I was scared of the people that were with me. Who are these people? They're weird. I was scared of the different groups of people. They were very different to me, you know? I was just so scared. So people took it as shy, quiet girl. That cute, innocent, shy, quiet girl that doesn't talk. It wasn't that. I couldn't talk. What am I gonna talk about? I couldn't. And then I remember this girl, this very nice girl. She's like, yo, like, are you good? Somehow she was on the same level as me, not trauma-wise. She doesn't know anything about me. I don't know anything about her, but she understood that there's something behind me. And she put the effort to figure it out. That girl later moved, like, I think she stayed 2 more years in school and then she moved. I don't know where she went. I still have her on Instagram. Hi, Selma. Yeah. So that girl, like, was like, no, this girl has a story. You know? And it was the first friend that tried to approach me, because when I was put in the school, my supervisor, I don't know what you call them, but she like puts me with this group of girls. She's like, these are your friends now. I'm like, no. Like, you know.
Episode 4.
Powerful. Episode 4 with Eliza. I think one of my favorites. I also didn't know what I was doing. Again, it was the beginning stages of Looney Tunes, so I didn't know what the niche is, who the audience is, what topics am I gonna cover, what topics am I not. I saw an opportunity that you brought to me, and I was like, I'm gonna take it. Let's roll with it. Let's see. Can I be a serious podcast, or am I a bubbly podcast? What am I? What is it? So you can see from episode 1 to 5, figuring it out. Exactly the audience who. Somewhere around episode 8 actually is where, okay, we got it, you know? But I was just experimenting. But episode 4 is super powerful. I'm very honored that I was able to have this conversation with Elisa, and I'm very honored that I know Elisa. She's an amazing person, and
بس انه الواحد يكون قافل راسه خلص انه لا انا ما عندي هيدي المشكله، انا بلكي مشكله تانية، بكون عم بضحك عليك انا اذا بدي اقول لك انه ايه انا رح اجي غيرك. بده يكون راسك مفتح بشي طريقه ليتقبل انا شو بدي اقول لك، تقدر يعني
صح
وصلك
صح.
ليلي انت بدك اياه. لهيك بقول لك self awareness is the most important thing.
The things we talked about deserved a platform, whether it's small or big. It needed to be talked about in a light where most people can understand what we're saying. Not in a like, oh, do this, do that way, but oh, like, by the way, you can, you know? So I really love episode 4. It shows a professional Luna, you know? I like it.
The episode was the first episode you spoke in Arabic.
That was very difficult for me.
Yeah, it wasn't the easiest episode
No.
in any way, shape, or form.
And you can see me struggle when you watch the episode. You can see me struggle with Arabic English.
Why are you all so mad if we talk in English? Like, this is my issue. Yani, do you understand that not everyone lives in their own countries and not everyone grew up with their first language as Arabic, even though they're Arab?
Actually, this is the most episode that was cut out. The full, funny enough, the raw footage, we'll say, was around an hour and a half. What we both collectively agreed on to produce the best episode, to choose to remove those parts. Well, I think we did the right choice.
I think, yeah. Because the full episode is Elisa talking and me talking. But the posted episode is me asking Elisa and Elisa answering. So we switched the approach in editing and made it Q&A interview versus a conversation, which is what Looney Tunes is. Looney Tunes is always conversation. But in that episode, we turned it into an interview. We had to. And I think it is the right choice. Yeah. No one knows this about me. I sat out most of like grade 6, I think beginning of it before Selma, in the bathroom. Yeah. Eating my lunch in the bathroom, on the bathroom floor, on the toilet. I was just scared. I was scared of people because, of course, I'm gonna be scared of people. I don't trust my family. I didn't trust my family at the time because they were just going through divorce. My country is unsafe. I left all my friends behind, all my belongings. I had no idea what was gonna happen to my stuff. I was very emotionally attached to like my room. Obviously, like it's my childhood room. It's my stuff, like my computer, my things. We left without even like packing. We left with like one suitcase each, the essentials, and go. We had to rebuy everything here. I didn't know what was gonna happen with my toys. My toys helped me in my childhood. That's the only thing I remember about my childhood. My toys, my Barbies. Literally my Barbies. So I was like, what's gonna happen to my Barbies? Where are they gonna go? You know? It's war. It's war. Like, we came to the UAE. Thank God that my dad's company, like the old one, had him. Like, we were good. But it was really hard for me mentally because now, okay, yeah, I know Abu Dhabi and I've lived in Abu Dhabi before, but I was a kid. So yeah. Why am I gonna cry? It was very tough moving back to Abu Dhabi. But I never told anyone how tough it was because I never showed it because I was quiet, shy girl. Very tough. And then my mom would put me in these situations with like other Syrian girls. Amal, Razan, Mona, Riwa. Obviously, I knew Mona and Riwa from Syria, but like, I didn't know Amal and Razan. I didn't know their group of girls. They're weird to me, you know? So she's friends with their mom, so she noticed that I barely have friends at school. I don't go out. Like, she could tell I'm a loser. I'm the loser that eats lunch in the toilet. Even though I never told her that. But she knew somehow. So she'd make me be friends with them. I didn't want to talk to them. No. I don't want to talk to you. Like, who are you? I want to talk. I want my friends. Like, I want to go back to Syria. I want my cousin. I want my room. I don't want to talk to you. And they were at the time too much energy for me. I loved them. But at the time, they were obnoxious to me. Because you know why? And I never told them this either. But they were at the same age as me, right? 12. We're all 12. But somehow their 12 looked like the 12 that it should be. This is how a 12-year-old should look like. And I didn't look like that. La inside, wala outside. You know? So I didn't relate to them. Like, they looked like they were protected. You get me? Like, their parents gave them everything. Their parents were there for them. They come from a loving home. They didn't see the war. I saw dead bodies, bro. Like, what do you mean? You know? They were, to me, just too bubbled. You are exactly definition of 12-year-old. Even if I try to talk to you, you're not gonna understand me. No way. But then it reached the point later that I'm like, you know what? This is my reality now. The past. I have to vibe with them somehow. And I did. Eventually. And now we're like forever besties. And now obviously they know more substance about me and they know why I am the way I am. But like, yeah, at the time it was just, I want to be them. I wanted to be them. I looked at them and I was so jealous. I'm like, you can laugh, you can smile, you can actually have fun and it's genuine. And like, you're such a 12-year-old and like, you have nothing to worry about. Nothing's going on for you. Like, you're from a perfect home, you know? And I was so jealous of that. That's why I didn't want to talk to them. Because I'm jealous of them. I was so jealous of them. Why do you get to have a life that you're not exposed to things, but I did, you know? They don't know that I was jealous. Oh my God, they're gonna know so much on this podcast, but like, I was so jealous of them. Like, how come they get to be girls, but I'm a woman in a 12-year-old body, basically? How come? Yeah, that was 7 to 12. It
Was 7 to 12 that phase, did it have the most impact on your life?
100%. Oh my God. It's literally a huge reason of who I am right now. Like, if that didn't happen to me, I don't think I'd have this high emotional intelligence or self-awareness, you know? Like, yeah. So to a certain extent, I'm grateful for that era because I see the world very differently than most people do. Most people my age, not my age, most people around me here in Dubai, bubbled people. I'm not, you know? And I like that I have a different perspective.
Episode 5.
I had no idea what I was doing in episode 5.
Episode 5.
The day we filmed episode 5, we were so stressed with so many things, okay? Like, we were doing a bunch of things, so I didn't really have a plan. I just knew that we need episode 5. We need to have an episode 5. So I was just talking from my I'm not gonna lie. But I agree with what I was saying, but also we did have to cut a lot. Like, what? It's I think the shortest episode. Which honestly, I love it when I have no plan. Because when I have no plan is when I remember, okay, I don't have like an articulate way, like a structure of what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, you do get the point of what I'm trying to say. But maybe I'm not saying it straightforward, which isn't who I am. I'm straightforward, but no plan. No plan. I just knew that I was pissed at men in episode 5. Yeah. Your mommy, she lied to you. Yeah, okay. You're not the most special little boy in the world. No, you're not. Okay. let's start off with that.
Because of episode 5, we changed a lot of rules. This was the day this was the last day I allowed anyone on set while recording.
Yeah.
After that, there were like no more people. That was my decision from my side. You also this was our fifth upload. The past 4 uploads, they went horrible.
Yeah.
And this upload, like, on the timeline, you were not going to be in the UAE. You were going to be abroad. You had to travel. It wasn't like a fun thing. You was like, you had to travel, but it was like, Emad, this upload's on you. Like, full responsibility. I'm not here
We
to
had
help
to
you.
prepare a little bit.
We had to prepare. You've done your part days in advance and you gave it to me. It was like, Emad, the easy part is on
Figure
you.
it out. Yeah.
Like, yeah, but, you know, the easy part is never easy. A lot of things happen, you know, but I managed to get it out in time. But, you know, this was the first episode where Luna's not
You're
a phone
uploading
call
alone.
away,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Luna wasn't a phone call away for me. I mean, no, especially with the time difference and everything, and, you know, trying to be consistent. This wasn't my favorite upload, but I love this episode, صراحة.
Yeah. In this episode, I feel like people saw my personality with my friends.
Mhm.
I was chilled out, you know? I
Yeah.
wasn't like, no script, no plan, no nothing. I'm just sitting, I'm talking to the camera as if the camera is my friend, you know?
Luna,
Mm-hmm.
season 1, we're halfway done with it.
Yeah.
Season 1's,
All 2024, we've been working on it.
yes, ma'am. It was rewarding
In some ways.
in a lot of ways.
We're yet to see that.
Yes, numbers don't lie as well.
True.
There was a lot of positive impact
Yeah, yeah.
in our life
100%.
because of Looney Tunes.
True.
Looney Tunes showed us what's possible in the media world, in
Yeah.
this field, that we were told but never shown. What is the biggest positive that came out of Looney Tunes?
I think a lot of positives, but I think the best one is me as a person. I grew so much because of Looney Tunes. I don't know how that's possible to grow this much in a year. I grew so much, and I feel like I'm more calm. I feel like there was a storm, and then Looney Tunes was the sunshine, you know? In my heart and in my head, I feel like it calmed me down. Yeah, like as a person, I became, because obviously I have all these thoughts in my head always. That's who I am, you know, but I've never had to sit and communicate my thoughts out loud to an audience on a mic. So the more I usually talk to myself in my head, or I physically talk to myself. I don't know if that's a mental illness, but I've never, like, the fact that I'm able to sit on a mic and say, it healed me. Like, it's, Looney Tunes is healing me. And I'm never gonna ever, I think I'm healed to a certain extent, but I think Looney Tunes just sped up my healing process so much. I feel like that's the biggest positive that I took, the best thing that came out of Looney Tunes for me, that I became a better person. I really did. And I understood a lot of people, and I talked to so many people from so many different backgrounds, so many different perspectives. I opened lights on so many, some I agreed with, some I didn't, but it was interesting to talk about. Like, I expanded my horizons, so I feel like I grew as a person. Yeah. Can we skip episode 6? I don't want to talk about it.
إذا لقيتي the perfect person
طبعا
you.
ما that's the
بالعكس.
best case scenario.
لا،
بس
أما
if
هو
not
هيك.
مثلا نحن سوريين عنا our society at least إنه بدهم يزوجوا بناتهم as early
بسرعة.
as possible بسرعة. هلا do you
ما
know how many
تحنس.
weddings are in كل يوم في عرس بسوريا كل يوم في خطبة كل يوم في baby shower. They're all 20 years old,
I know.
20, 21, 22, 23. Why? Live your life. Like there's so much for you to see. There's so much for you to explore without your significant other. Yes, you could, if you find the perfect match, the best case scenario, you find someone that doesn't limit you, that you could do those things with. But at the same time, within your 20s comes also self-discovery. You get to know yourself even more. Exactly what you like, exactly what you don't like, you know? It's about trial and error.
Looney Tunes, not just for you, for me as well, brought a lot of positivity into my life. It also brought a lot of negativity.
Yeah, it did.
Do you want to talk about the hate?
I mean, we have to talk about the hate. Listen, I knew it. Like, I knew I was gonna get hate at some point. It's impossible to not, no matter how perfect you are. Literally, everyone gets hate. The top people get hate. Like, no one doesn't get hate, you know? If you are doing something, if you're a public figure, one way or another, you're gonna get hate. Growing up with social media, I was already prepared for that from a very young age because I used to see it, especially as a One Direction fan, when people would on 1D, like, I know what hate is, you know? And it's been done to me, by the way, even before Looney Tunes, believe it or not, like. So, episode 6, Marriage Unfiltered, with my friend Brahim, was the most episode that I got hate on. And who was this hate from? From the people that I love the most. My people, Syrians. I had no idea that this was gonna happen. It was very shocking. I knew that I was gonna get some questions because of it. Because that was the intention when I was making that reel. So the hate was on a reel for that episode on Instagram and on TikTok. I got hate on both platforms on the same video. The algorithm picked it up on both platforms. That's crazy to me. Anyways, so in this episode, me and Ibrahim talk about marriage in general. We're not talking about anyone specific. We're not pointing fingers at anyone. And I was talking about, I'm Syrian. I come from Damascus. And obviously, I don't know every single human being in Damascus, but I know who I know. So I have a right to have an opinion on the society that I see around me. Because it's just my opinion. Same like they have opinions of me. Of course they do. And why marriage specifically is because that's what I've been seeing all 2024. There were, I counted, July and August alone in Damascus, people I know. There were 52 weddings, engagements, baby showers. And that's what I was talking about. Okay, those people around me. So, to me, that's what شو في يعني شو في in 2024. What's going on? Why are you all getting married? You know? Like, why? And I didn't get it because most of these girls that I'm talking about, they have education. People are think that I'm saying no, Syrian girls, they just get married. No, they have an education. And by the way, Syrian high school is so hard. Like baccalaureate, we have baccalaureate. So difficult. So I'm not saying they're not educated. They have uni degrees. But immediately after graduation, that's it. They just get married like this. Someone knocks on the door, yalla, let's get married, yalla, let's get married, yalla, let's get married. Even though I'm looking at these girls. And what do I see? I see beautiful girls. Syrians are one of the most beautiful girls. And they're the people around me, ma'arfi. I know them. I know how beautiful they are. Educated, smart women. instead of doing something, أنا مقهورة, because instead of doing something with their degrees or doing something for themselves, they're just jumping onto marriage because they think this is the right thing, which I don't blame them for. It's not the girl's fault. It's their parents' fault. Okay? And some of these girls, they're smart. They don't just have a degree for decoration. No, they're smart. They're dentists. They're pharmacists. Most of them are. And I'm looking at them like, ya haram. Like, I'm not saying marriage kills you or like kills your dreams or you can't be successful and be in a marriage. It's possible. But the rush that I'm talking about, the mistake is doing it through, I'm not saying that doing it the traditional way, like the courting culture is wrong. That can be the love of your life. The guy that knocks on your door and comes with his mom and you serve him coffee, that actually might be the love of your life. I'm not saying that also is impossible. What I'm saying is take your time. Do you even know who you are? Because these girls, 99.9% of the time, within 2 months, 5 months, 4 months, a year of marriage, they already have a baby. I'm scared for the babies. That's my problem. Get married. I'm scared for the babies because you got married this quick. So if you got married this quick, you told me that you met the guy 6 months ago or 2 months ago. Most of them 2 months, 3 months, like this. The entire time of you getting to know him was spent on planning the engagement or planning the wedding. When did you sit and get to know him? It's all the blues, the happy, the party, the bridal shower. When did you have time to sit and get to know him? Do you know yourself? Do you know yourself? What do you want? You know? This is my issue because these girls have potential, you know? And then they bring babies. Later, most of these girls realize that, what did I do? What did I do? Like, maybe he's not the guy. But most of them, they sit with him, they stay with him, they stick by him because it's embarrassing not to. After you pay $20 million on a wedding, it's embarrassing to divorce this guy within a year. Very embarrassing. You know? They stick by him, but then they're making babies, and those babies are gonna go through what I did, what I went through. That's why I'm against marriage this quick and this fast in my Syrian society. That's the explanation behind that. That real, okay? That's the deep explanation behind it. But people picked and choose what they wanted to. And I don't blame them because I did use a marketing tactic. I did. If you see it and you don't know the episode and you haven't seen the full episode, you would think that I'm shitting on Syrians, but that's not what I was doing. I never said don't get married, or I never said that marriage ends your life. I said, but those people don't understand English, but I said, if you find someone that doesn't limit you, that you could do great things with, that's the best case scenario. That's what I said. They threw that part and they decided to just pick on me on the first part. Damn. But the way they said it though, come on, you can say it in a better way. That's why I went on stories and I was like, if you have an opposing opinion or a different perspective, I invite you. In fact, I invite you to bring it in and let's have a proper conversation about it. But you come, this my accent, this the way I look, this the fact that I'm speaking English Arabic. The most thing they were pressed about is the English Arabic, or that I'm Syrian but I'm speaking English. Why am I Syrian and I'm speaking English? And most people were like saying slurs, like literally as if you showed them a video of Hitler. No, 900 comments, not a single one was good. 900 comments. Instead of Syrians uplifting each other and being there for each other, ويرفعوا بعض. لا. Kill her, destroy her. okay, I have an opinion that's taboo, and I accept that responsibility, and that's the point of Looney Tunes. I'm gonna say what you don't want to hear, whether you like it or not. But shit, I was not ready for that. Okay, I really wasn't. I looked and I was like, I know who I am. I'm confident in who I am, and I believe in what I said, and I will never change what I said. Whether you agree or disagree, I will stick by me. I will stick by what I said. I will not change my mind for you. I'm open, but I won't change my mind. So I saw all this and I'm like, I ended up in the hospital. You know? And I didn't think that could happen to me, because I know how strong I am. I know how brave I am. I know ما حدا فيه يهزني like that. But when you are seeing notification after notification, and they kept growing. In a day, it went from 15,000 views to 121,000 views in a day. So can you imagine ping ring? Like, what is this? Who told you to speak on us Syrians? Who we ما بنعترف فيها. Imagine your own country ما بيعترفوا فيك. And you know what actually like hurt me? My 14-year-old self that wanted to be a war reporter for Syria. That's what I'm like, these are the people that I wanted to represent. These are the people that I wanted to risk my life for. Why? You know, it didn't truly, honestly, that reel did not deserve the amount of hate that it got. It really wasn't that deep, what I said. Come on. It was. People are just bored. They're just lifeless. So I'm seeing this and I'm saying this to myself. I'm like, Luna, like, you don't know these people, like, whatever. Obviously, like, they pick and choose what they want to hear. They're not going to see the full picture. They're never going to see the full episode. Let them, whatever. They don't know you. They don't know who you are. They don't understand English. They don't understand what you're saying. It's fine. They're going through shit. Okay, it's fine. Hatta, there's this Syrian artist, Al-Shami. He got so much hate from Syrians. Syria كلها was against him. Now, they worship him. Because look at him. He's very popular now. But when he first started, people were shitting on him. And you know what he said? And that actually helped me in a way. He said, I don't blame them. I don't blame them for being like the Syrians. Because I forgot what he exactly said. I don't want to quote him, but he said the idea, he doesn't blame them because that's all they know. Because us as Syrians, whether we like to admit it or not, we grew up always being pitted against each other, no matter what. This is our sad reality. From your parents, from you and your cousins, from you. The silliest example, watch Bab al-Hara. Watch Bab al-Hara, no, really. Actually try to understand Bab al-Hara. Hey, her sister married her husband, midri. Hake. They're like this. Syrians are like this. And it's sad, but it's true, but because like our whole life like lived in like chaos. It's chaos, you know. So he said, I don't blame them because I'm able to be successful. I have the tools to be. They don't, and they never will. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna bring you down. Of course, they're gonna bring you down. But wait until they see who you are. They're never gonna see you for who you want them to see, like for how you want them to see you. They're always gonna see you as, who does she think she is? Why? Because they're jealous. Inside, they're jealous because they're not capable. Most aren't capable of doing what I do, you know? And that helped me. Seeing that like statement from him helped me in a way, by the way. Shout out to Shami, you know? I'm like, you know what? He's right. So I kept telling myself that. I'm like, Luna, it's fine. Hey, Syrians are like this. It's fine. You know yourself. You know you're not like that. You know your worth. You know your English is good. You know your Arabic is not that good, but you know you're getting there. Don't let them get to you. They're gonna think like this. They're brainwashed. Khalas, it's fine. Even though I kept telling myself that, there's still something called subconscious, isn't there? Killing me. Just killing me. It was breaking my heart. I was sad. I'm like, because why? Like, I was like, what did I do? Did I kill your mom? Did I kill your dad? Because that's how you're acting in my comment section. And كتير تعبت نفسي يعني كتير, but I didn't want to admit it to myself. And I didn't talk about it and I didn't admit it myself. I'd tell my friends, it's fine. I'm fine. No, don't worry, guys. Yeah, no, of course, it's not affecting me. My body took me to the hospital. يعني خاوة بده يطلع القهر whatever way. ما بدك تطلعيه speaking, يلا, it's gonna come in your body. Spent 4 hours there. And then I was like, shit. Like, that's when I was like, okay. I realized, no, Luna, stop lying to yourself. It's affecting you and really hard. Turn off the comments. It's not worth it, you know? It's my platform at the end of the day. I can do whatever I want with it and I will not tolerate hate. And to that extent, I will not. I'm sorry. To anyone. Yeah.
Ready?
Okay, so Emad is opening a bunch of files right now. I don't know what he's about to show me.
What's this file?
This file, Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is season 1. This is the way I organize it.
Okay.
This is season 1. This is all the episodes that are out so far.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 11 is our latest. The way I file them is, this is the first time actually Luna sees it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Those are everything that was released, the upcoming,
Mm-hmm.
and
Unreleased folder. I've never seen that folder.
I know you haven't.
OG1 PJ Talks. Episode Luna's story. The secret? Is that the secret? Okay.
Let's talk about those episodes.
Let's talk about those episodes. What's OG1?
OG!
The beanbag one. The beanbag one. Ew. That episode?
Hey, if you don't have a start, you won't have a story
Are
to
you
tell.
gonna show it?
Hell
No.
no. This was the original.
This can never be seen
No,
by the public.
This
ever.
is before Looney Tunes. There was the idea of having an audio-only podcast.
Yeah, audio only. We didn't care about the graphics.
We shot the first episode.
We were both in corporate offices.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, you were interviewing, and I was.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. We just moved out of uni. You moved back to Abu Dhabi. I wasn't seeing you that often. Oh, this was recorded on a Tuesday.
On a random Tuesday.
Funny enough, Wednesday I was traveling.
Yeah, you were traveling to Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
I got an interview on a Tuesday in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
A job interview. So I called Luna on a Monday, like randomly, and I was like, "Yo, Luls, I'm gonna be in Abu Dhabi on Tuesday." Like,
let's do something. Yeah. My first week at my ex company. Yeah.
your first job.
My first job.
Your first
week at my first job.
And I have a picture actually
No way.
of me, like, cause I came directly from my interview. I was wearing a suit, and you were in
I
a
was
suit.
wearing a suit.
Yes. That was no equipment. That was my GoPro. It was genuinely, we had a conversation, and it was like a very long conversation. You were telling me stuff. I was telling you like about things that are happening. Then you wanted to distract me. You started telling me about the show you're watching.
Only murders in the building.
And I was like, why don't you start a podcast?
Yeah.
And, there was like, yeah, I can't, because a lot of things was like, hold up. I'll get my GoPro tomorrow. We'll record. And this is my Roman Empire, by the way.
It might be mine too.
I
It
go
might be
back
mine
and
too.
watch this at least once a month.
No way.
I swear to God.
I don't get to do that. I want to do that.
It was it was horrible. Like
It was horrible.
It was everything was bad. The audio
quality
oh.
content. We looked disgusting. We looked like we hated life.
But I love this episode. It was a simpler time.
It was a simpler time, but we thought it was so complicated.
We shot the first 7 episodes before releasing any episodes.
Yeah.
So when
We wanted initially to shoot 10 before releasing, but 7 was good enough.
yes,
honestly,
and
'cause
we
needed to
delayed
do-
it multiple times, so
Yeah.
we didn't want to delay it anymore.
Yeah.
So the first 7 episodes were pre-recorded, so they high. But also, we recorded some that didn't make the cut. They were never released.
Like full blown episode.
Full episodes, and to be exact, they're 3. Do you want to talk about the last one?
The Secret.
Yes.
So I called this episode The Secret. So we recorded this episode. It was a solo. It was very important for me to record it because that was one of the reasons that one of the messages that I was trying to send. It's a big part of who I am. But after recording and analyzing it, and when reality set in that moment, listen, The Secret is the most powerful episode of Looney Tunes. It's the deepest, it's the darkest, it's the goriest, it's the scariest, but for legal reasons, no way. So we had to consider the reality set in. We're like, okay, listen, your family, my family, doesn't know this per se. Most of my friends don't. New people in my life don't. Looney Tunes, I wanted to talk about taboo and whatever is taboo. Nothing's taboo to me. But this is a taboo I cannot cross the line on. And we both agreed on that. No.
About this episode.
This was the first episode where me and Emad had a yelling match on the phone. This episode, the reason why it's not released, it's the first time where I felt true rage and anger. Like true rage and anger and true like I'm pissed, because it changed the structure, the schedule, everything is messed up. I have to in 3 days figure out how to we have so much stress. This episode caused more stress than good, and for what? It's not even worth it. The content of that episode, it was important, it was good, it was a productive conversation between me and the person, but it didn't deserve that much sadness over, because it's a good episode, but it's not great. I don't mind losing it. It didn't deserve for us to go through the emotional roller coaster that we did, and I went through it. I was raging, and then I realized that no one other than you is gonna understand how annoying and frustrating it is to put so much work into something and it not coming out and it not going our way or it not happening,
The time, the effort, all down the drain.
Exactly.
Let's look at the final one. This, I love the idea. And I truly, in my heart, I believe we will redo the idea again some point down the line.
Which is why we're not gonna say what it is.
No, absolutely, yeah. But it was also a lot of things happened for the release we won't be saying the reason for why it's on the unreleased list, and it won't ever be released
Ever.
but the idea I love.
It was great.
I
It
love
was
the idea.
unhinged. It was fun.
It was also actually funny enough, this was also an unorthodox episode.
Yeah, the filming, we changed everything. It was just
there was from my side, back to basics.
it wasn't in the studio.
It was the only episode that was not in the studio.
Yeah.
No, this episode was raw.
Completely.
This was Luna take us through a journey.
Exactly, yeah. Crazy. Honestly, like, I can't believe that I actually started a project and finished it. I mean, it's not over yet. It's not done. It will never be over. I'm gonna continue for as long as I can continue, for as long as I should continue, but it is the end of Looney Tunes season 1. But I'm coming back for more, for sure. And yeah, it's crazy that, like, I've started many things in the past, never finished them. Looney Tunes is the first thing that I did personally on a very personal level and actually went through. And it's very ironic that I'm saying a personal answer while holding the talking lemon. This lemon, oh my god, if this lemon could speak. But yeah, it feels great. It feels really good. I'm really, really proud of us. I'm proud of you, Emad. Without you, I would have never started or finished a season. Like, genuinely, guys, if Emad wasn't with me, like, by my side through every single second of Looney Tunes, if it was genuinely me completely alone doing this, I don't think I would have come close to what we accomplished together. So the biggest I'm proud of you is to Imad. Biggest appreciation. You've been my rock through this journey. We have yelled at each other, screamed at each other, laughed together, shout on people together. We went through some phases filming this. And the funny thing is, I don't know if you noticed, every single time we record an episode, we are in a whole different phase in our lives. 2024 was a roller coaster. So it's just funny to see it all come together and end. And yeah, but this isn't the last of me. This isn't the last of Imad. So put your seatbelts on and wait for us for season 2. Season 1 is 23 episodes because I turned 23 in 2024. So I turned 23 this year. Next year, I'm gonna turn 24. Another signature move, maybe? Yeah. So we are ending it at 23 episodes. But like I said again, we're not ending it. We are here. And yeah, I just want to say it's been crazy. It's been wild. It's been hard. There were some times where it was really tough, honestly. There were times where there were disagreements. But we came out, obviously, with amazing content. I'm so proud of the content we produced. I'm so proud of the topics that we discussed because I feel like not a lot of people discuss what we here at Looney Tunes discuss. I feel like people are afraid to speak freely on the subjects that we speak about, but this is what Looney Tunes is all about. No boundaries. We push it to the limit. We tell you it like it is. No sugarcoating. And we talk about what's important. And during the journey, we help people. And that's literally the whole idea of Looney Tunes. And I really hope whoever's watching, I know that a lot of people came to me and told me, thank you for this episode and that episode. It really helped me. It helped me a lot. I needed to hear this. This is why we keep doing what we do. For comments like this, for feedback like this, for people actually getting touched. There's so many people, for example, I know 5 people came to us and told us that they cried watching one of the episodes. You can take a guess which one. But that touches my heart. Honestly, I'm so happy. So this is what it's all about. And honestly, I want to thank my friends and my guests. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with us, even though you only were in one episode or whatever. I love you guys so much. My best friends that were on Looney Tunes, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being on this journey with us. Thank you for believing in Looney Tunes. Thank you for taking part. And I just want to let you know, if you were my guest in this season, in season 1, you are basically part of history. So you should be when Looney Tunes has 2.1 million followers on Instagram, you should be I was an OG Looney Tuneser. on the first season. So you are part of history and you should be very, very proud of yourself as well. And I'm very proud for the vulnerability that my friends showed on the podcast. I saw a side of them that I don't even see in real life. And it was shockingly very surprising. And I love you. I love you so much. And they always show me support. And genuinely, I don't know what I would do without my friends. I love them so much. And I want to thank our co-host. She's actually in the room, which makes this so much easier. So if you don't mind, I'm going to look at her. Sarah. Thank you so much for being Looney Tunes co-host. I wouldn't rather anyone else be a co-host on this than my very, very best friend in the world. Because who else is my very, very best friend in the world? Like, guys.
No one.
No, seriously, if you marry me and you are my future husband watching this, Sarah is number one. You come second to Sarah. So, yeah, like, I realized watching the episodes back that when I do an episode with you, even though, like, we have more episodes than anyone because you're the co-host, but I like it so much because you bring out the side of me that no one else brings out, which is my full, authentic, true self. And I feel so comfortable doing it with you. Yeah, so I'm so happy. No, I'm so happy that you are in this with me and Emad, and you're joining us and you're part of this journey, and really, really, like, you're my rock. And I hope you'll be there for season 2. You will. Guys, Sarah's not going anywhere. Emad's not going anywhere. We are here. We are here to stay. I've been yapping for an hour.
Hey, one last outro for 2024.
Last outro, season 1, Looney Tunes. Out! I have been talking since I woke up, and it is currently. I woke up at 11 a.m. Okay, it's almost 1. I'm tired, but we hustled. I don't know how I look right now. Fit check. Pink is the vibe. I'm not wearing my shoes properly, but I've been wearing them all day.